Hey, so for the people that was in here, that's the religious people in the chats, and they were saying that the Oshun is a ritual, and but then they go right in the church and drink blood for a white dude that they never did know, they can't even prove that existed, and they drank blood, and they say, "Oh no, see that's different. See, that's the game, man. That's the game."
That is that's what you call true witchcraft. Because even if you look in their Bible, in your Bible, they called the wise men wise because they followed astrology. In your Bible, if you look at the zodiacs, 12 zodiacs, each zodiac represents a disciple, and the sun that sits in the center, in which they call Jesus, is Christ consciousness. It's all parables. And even if you read your Bible, it says, I speak to you in these parables. So, and if even, which is, because my original family is Louisiana Hoodoo people. And the reason they even use the Bible is they understand that Psalms and Proverbs are literally books of spells and rituals. They knew that it wasn't a literal book. So if you reading Psalms 91 out your Bible, you putting a curse on people who you feel is doing you wrong. If you trying to manifest money, you was reading Psalms 23 or Psalms 27. If you feel you had a hidden enemy, you was reading Psalms 46. So I could come to you with the Bible all day, because I used to be, back when I was in church, an ordained minister. So I can do that Bible with you all day.
And they dunk you in water, and they say, "Nah, see, that's different. See, that's baptism." See,
but the first baptism was in your mama womb when you was in that belly. That's the first baptism.
Go ahead.
So let's talk about it. The first baptism actually is, let me go back. The first baptism was when that sperm met that egg. And then that first baptism afterwards was when you came out of that womb, when you was in that womb in that water, and all they did was assimilate and store whatever. And the first God you ever knew was your mama, because when you couldn't walk, when you couldn't talk, when you couldn't eat, when you couldn't do nothing, you had to go lay on your mama's breast and get what you need. So let's really talk about it, because they ain't never created nothing. And even if you go back to the original thing, because even when I do teach astrology, and I'm right now, because everybody knows Western astrology, so I teach you about the original, whether you go Chemite or whatever. All the youngest religion is Christianity. Let's discuss Christianity. Let's talk about it. The Council of Nicaea created the Bible in 325 AD, which was Constantine, who was actually a homosexual. Okay, not that I have anything against it, but let's just talk about it, because he was trying to save his Roman Empire. And that's why Christianity and occultism, which is by Baal, is heavily intertwined with Wiccan and witchcraft and devil worshiping, because he wasn't even no quote unquote Christian. The same Christ, or whoever if you think it's a Christ, why they all intertwined, it's because they were trying to save this Christianity. He was trying to take over the Roman Empire. And so he had to figure out, okay, how can I do this? Well, what can I do? Well, first of all, they was like, let me throw out all these different books, because I need to pick out the few books I want. See, if you say nothing should be added, nothing should be taken away, how you going to take away the books and want to hide scrolls and kill people and do this? Number one. Then number two, how are you going to say, I'm going to add, say Jesus rose in the spring, when it really wasn't even historically accurate, but you put it on the holiday of what you called your goddess Ishtar, which was really a sex ritual where people were sleeping together, man with woman, man with man, man with woman, and they was rolling over like an egg, which is why you got the Easter egg. Why Easter egg got to do with Jesus in the resurrection? Because it's really on their goddess Ishtar. Dang. Okay, and what they were saying is, okay, we don't really know who your baby daddy is, because everybody was screwing everybody. And if you want to talk about your Christmas holiday you just had, was really on the winter solstice, because see, I can talk with this all day, which is from December 21st through December 24th, when your stars align and staying still, which was your Orion's belt. Okay, right? And that's the whole cross that did that cross. That was really the cross. If you really want to say it, really got them flipped. And that's why they do Yule, Y-U-L-E. Okay, and they do their Wiccan, they do a whole lot of witchcraft stuff, and they call it Jesus, and then they say it rise, because actually for 3 days the sun and the moon stay still and don't rise, and then on that third day it rises, and that's where you get the third day. So that's why I say they really have the stuff all mixed over. And so that's why they say that the wise men saw the stars in the sky and they were wise, because they're really doing the winter solstice. It don't got nothing to do with no Jesus and no birth and no Christmas. And that's why it don't matter what year. Christmas always going to be December 25th because they follow in astrology. And that's why Easter always, sometimes it's in March and sometimes it's in April because they doing the spring solstice. And they do it around their little witchcraft stuff. So you can believe whatever. And your divination is you going to the church to listen to a man to give a word when God is within. And he told you greater works that you're supposed to do than you, because really you're supposed to be God. So you're not even following your own word and your own Bible.
I'm not holding it back.
What we are about the business now is awakening.
Like what the stuff that Rod be saying, that when he be talking, Rod really talking a whole nother language. Really, people not gonna really hear him unless they got the bloodline. It's a certain bloodline that can hear Rod. They ain't gonna be able to hear him if they don't got the wizard bloodline. Cause some of us are wizards and some of us not, or witches, or what they would term.
Well, really, Rod just be talking at a 34th degree angle. Really, what it is let's talk about Rod. Really, is the immortablets of talk, and what Baba, which is Dr. York, talking about the 720 degrees. See, these people stole only 33 degrees of knowledge, because I know, because my family do come from the bloodline, because they went in so they could steal the knowledge back to get us out the amnesia spell. And Rod just give y'all just really a little bit. He just give y'all 34 degrees, because he just got to speak just a little bit above, because they can't catch it no goddamn way, because they ain't got the keys in their bloodline. So really, it's just, you got to read, you got to participate. Everybody can't give you everything. So you just got to catch it a little bit, but you got to get out the illusion, and you can't keep believing this lie that they done told you. And if you want to stay and you want to believe the lie, and you want to be asleep, and stay asleep. But don't come over here where everybody woke and then want to come over here and cause disruption and confusion. Because see, at the end of the day, I told you I'm a warrior, and I'm going to slay you out at the end of the day, because what you're not going to do is you're not going to come over here with no confusion.
The Phoenix.
Not on my watch.
Damn, Nico slamming shit.